talking more about the background of Senator Chuck Hagel and whether or not he's going to be able to make it through the confirmation hearings. There have been certain people on all sides talking about his past, and there are LGBT rights groups who are not so fast to back off their criticism of Senator Chuck Hagel. Now, the group Log Cabin Republicans recently took out a full-page ad, or ads that is, the latest one appearing in today's Washington Post, the other, the first time appearing in the New York Times, saying that Hagel is wrong on LGBT rights, Israel, and Iran. Well, Gregory Angelo is the interim executive director of the Log Cabin Republicans and joins me here in studio. Gregory, it's great to have you here. Congratulations on your new post as you just took over.
Thanks for having me here this morning.
Absolutely, and one of the first things that you guys have been able to do under your watch so far is having to deal with Chuck Hagel and talking about why he's not right for this job. And I want to go back to showing, if we could, the ad that you took out and the 15-year-old statement that you guys reference in that, if we could show it again, where you say that Chuck Hagel said they are representing our lifestyle, our values, our standards, and I think it is an inhibiting factor to be gay, openly, aggressively gay. This is talking about an ambassadorship that was going to go to someone 15 years ago during President Clinton's administration. Why go after him for a 15-year-old statement that he has now come out to apologize for?
Well, the fact is that his apology was weak. It was a statement that he made where he said that he was insensitive in the past. That's something that you know, that doesn't sound like a very genuine apology to us, first of all. You know, and the fact is that it's his record that we're looking at, his full record, the totality of his record. The ad that we placed today in the Washington Post actually covers the totality of his record, his support of the Defense of Marriage Act, his support of keeping Don't Ask, Don't Tell on the books. And this is something that's very important to us at Log Cabin Republicans, the fact that we invested a lot of time and a lot of money in repeal of Don't Ask, Don't Tell. And we want someone that's going to be the next Secretary of Defense who is actually able to implement that policy and do it effectively. And we do not think that Chuck Hagel is the right person for that job.
When we talk about the fact that he has apologized, though, why do you feel that that isn't genuine when we have people that are in the GOP majority right now who would be more actively homophobic than a Senator Chuck Hagel? Wouldn't his admission of the fact that this was an insensitive comment mean to you that you are gaining that GOP majority strength of inclusion that you tout, that's your mission?
We're looking at the timing of this apology as well. That's something that's very important. You know, I mean, the fact is, you know, if he was truly, genuinely sorry about this, he could have issued that apology. He could have called James Hormel directly instead of releasing this apology via media sources. Secondly, the fact that this apology came out just at a time that his name was being floated as a potential nominee for Secretary of Defense is also something that gives us cause for concern. So, you know, is it good that he apologized? Hey, I mean, this is something that it's always good when people move forward on issues. But there's an entire portfolio of issues that we're looking at. There's an entire totality of his record that we're looking at, and it gives us cause for concern, and we do not think that he should be the nominee for Secretary of Defense.
When President Obama has said that he accepts his apology and also says that anybody that's going to be working with me understands where my administration is going and what my administration stands for, don't you think that that means that Chuck Hagel has to step into this role and fulfill the fact that Don't Ask, Don't Tell, while it has been fully repealed, will continue to not be an issue moving forward in defense issues?
Thomas, I'm going to ask you, why are we rolling the dice on this? Why do we need to even be asking this question? President Obama could nominate anyone for Secretary of Defense, and so our position is that we do not want to roll the dice. It's dangerous to roll the dice on this issue at a critical time where Don't Ask, Don't Tell needs to be implemented fully.
Okay, and real quickly though, I know that one of the things that you put out that you are disappointed that John Boehner has recently enacted funding for 2013 to go after DOMA. The money that you spent on an ad to go after Chuck Hagel, are you going to spend that kind of money, that kind of capital to go after John Boehner and the rest of the majority GOP that still want to go after DOMA and enforce it, where the president has said that they don't want the Department of Justice to do this anymore and waste taxpayer money? They're going to waste taxpayer money during this time where we're all fighting and squabbling over what's going on in D.C.
Well, it's always been our work and our mission to hold Republicans and Democrats accountable. So would we be placing an ad? Hey, all I can say is that right now the ad campaign that you see going on against Chuck Hagel is part of a broader communication strategy that we're working on at the organization to raise our profile. You're going to see a lot more work from Log Cabin Republicans. So you ain't seen nothing yet is all that I'm going to say there.
All right. Well, we look forward to seeing what more you have. Log Cabin Republicans Interim Director